The boundaries which divide life from death are at best shadowy and vague. Who shall say where the one ends and where the other begins? Words have no power to impress the mind without the exquisite horror of their reality. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. We loved with a love that was more than love. Beauty of whatever kind, in its supreme development, invariably excites the sensitive soul to tears. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. I became insane, with long intervals of horrible sanity. Stupidity is a talent for misconception. There is something in the unselfish and self-sacrificing love of a brute, which goes directly to the heart of him who has had frequent occasion to test the paltry friendship and gossamer fidelity of mere man. I am above the weakness of seeking to establish a sequence of cause and effect between the disaster and the atrocity. I have great faith in fools, self-confidence my friends call it. If you wish to forget anything on the spot, make a note that this thing is to be remembered. I have no faith in human perfectibility. I think that human exertion will have no appreciable effect upon humanity. Man is now only more active, not more happy nor more wise, than he was 6,000 years ago. I would define, in brief, the poetry of words as the rhythmical creation of beauty. That pleasure which is at once the most pure, the most elevating and the most intense, is derived, I maintain, from the contemplation of the beautiful. They who dream by day are cognizant of many things which escape those who dream only by night. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary, science has not yet taught us if madness is or is not the sublimity of the intelligence. The death of a beautiful woman is unquestionably the most poetical topic in the world. That man is not truly brave who is afraid either to seem or to be, when it suits him, a coward. All religion, my friend, is simply evolved out of fraud, fear, greed, imagination, and poetry. Were I called on to define, very briefly, the term art, I should call it the reproduction of what the senses perceive in nature through the veil of the soul. The mere imitation, however accurate, of what is in nature, entitles no man to the sacred name of artist. With me, poetry has not been a purpose, but a passion. Lord, help my poor soul. To vilify a great man is the readiest way in which a little man can himself attain greatness. Of puns it has been said that those who most dislike them are those who are least able to utter them. Experience has shown, and a true philosophy will always show, that a vast, perhaps the larger portion of the truth arises from the seemingly irrelevant. Man's real life is happy, chiefly because he is ever expecting that it soon will be so. The true genius shudders at incompleteness and usually prefers silence to saying something which is not everything it should be. It is by no means an irrational fancy that, in a future existence, we shall look upon what we think our present existence as a dream. The 90 are with dreams, content, but the hope of the world made new is the 100th man who is grimly bent on making those dreams come true. It is the nature of truth in general, as of some ores in particular, to be richest when most superficial. The nose of a mob is its imagination. By this, at any time, it can be quietly led. I have, indeed, no abhorrence of danger, except in its absolute effect in terror. There are few cases in which mere popularity should be considered a proper test of merit, but the case of songwriting is, I think, one of the few. The generous critic fanned the poet's fire, and taught the world with reason to admire. It will be found, in fact, that the ingenious are always fanciful, and the truly imaginative never otherwise than analytic. In criticism I will be bold, and as sternly, absolutely just with friend and foe. From this purpose nothing shall turn me. In one case out of 100, a point is excessively discussed because it is obscure, in the 99 remaining it is obscure because it is excessively discussed. A strong argument for the religion of Christ is this, that offenses against charity are about the only ones which men on their deathbeds can be made not to understand, but to feel as crime. I need scarcely observe that a poem deserves its title only inasmuch as it excites, by elevating the soul. The value of the poem is in the ratio of this elevating excitement. The rudiment of verse may, possibly, be found in the spondee.